Yeah, I think so. Pretty barren. That sucks. Which means my instinct to go last week was the smart idea. Hey guys, we're here over at Blue Hole Falls / High Shoal Falls. It's kind of a twofer. It's two waterfalls on the same trail. We're probably about, what, maybe a half mile in? Yeah. It's an interesting hike. You hike down into a valley and then you gotta get yourself back out, which that part sucks. But you're gonna come along with the venture with me today. So we'll see what we can capture. Hopefully some really, really cool waterfalls, and I can kind of show you how to do slow shutter speeds. And we'll have some fun. Alright, so this little bridge right here, it did not exist the last time I was here. It was just a little bit of a stump that kind of was holding it right over there. It had washed away and you had to cross. You had to come down this way. You had to ford across the stream right here. So them adding a bridge was kind of a nice touch. I'll gladly take it. Alright, so one of the things we are noticing is, unfortunately, there's not as much fall color as we were kind of hoping for. Fortunately, because of work, we weren't able to get here a little bit sooner. Looks like we may have missed the super like reds and orange and yellows by about a week. So we'll get what we can get, but I'm not expecting an insane amount of color in today. See, it's a much more technical trail than a lot of people are used to. You kind of have to constantly be going over massive logs, boulders, stuff like that. That's all part of the fun of exploring. If you ever want to know what a hiker's view looks like, it's this. Just literally stare at our feet the entire time, because you don't want to roll an ankle or nothing. As you guys can see, there's tons and tons of space down here to play around with. So we're going to see what compositions we can come up with. And get some pictures for y'all. As you can see behind me, we're now at the first waterfall on the trail. This is High Shoal Falls. It is a beautiful, smaller waterfall than Blue Hole, but it's still really, really nice. I really, really like it. You have this nice, pretty green color here. We're gonna see what kind of pictures we can take with it. I'm gonna try to use this log here in the foreground as a nice, pretty foreground element for it. We're gonna hope and pray Old Man Ben does not fuck himself up, because he is hiking that way, down the creek, which, by the way, has fast moving water. So if you hear a lot of cuss words and a big splash, know that it was Ben. Anyways, so gonna walk around, play around, see what we can get, and just have some fun with it. All right, so unfortunately I am gonna have to switch lenses here. So I'm gonna have to turn you guys off for a second and switch out the 16 to 35 that I have on there and put on the 24 to 105 here. I found a shot that I really like. I just need to be farther, it needs to be wider angle. So give me a minute. 16 to 35 on my R6. All right, so one of the things that you'll really notice about this shot is, sorry, I have to look at it as I'm talking about it, is I have a foreground element of these leaves that are in here to give it a pop of color. And then I have the overhang here framing the waterfall itself. And then I'm shooting up into the waterfall, which leads your eye to that log back there. And then your eye finally will rest at the waterfall. That's my hope, at least. We'll see what it looks like when I get it into the editing bay and I can actually take a look and really make it pop and become its own. So there's not a lot of space here to kind of work with, so I'm very limited on the angles that I can work. Really kind of what this camera is pointing at right now, plus what I just shot, and then maybe a couple others, we'll see. I don't know. Might be all that we can get here. I forgot how small this little section is compared to the first section, where with high shoal you have much more room to play with. Here you're literally limited to like a 10-foot area. So that's about all you can get. I might be able to walk out on some of these rocks over here, but I'd rather not get wet if I don't have to. So one of the things you'll notice with this next shot is I really love ultra wide angles for this reason. You have a huge angle to play with, and sometimes you forget you don't have to point it straight at. You can actually point the camera down and you're still gonna get, say, the waterfall and tons of the foreground. And because that's a wide angle, the perspective actually kind of changes the way that the foreground looks, and it kind of stretches it out. It almost makes it look oblong, if you will. And it kind of gives this cool effect. It's how you make small objects kind of look very large and become your foreground object. And then all of a sudden now the waterfall is your background. It's a cool thing to play with. Now this is a cool shot. I'm actually kind of, because this is such a wide angle, I'm able to get this branch that's coming through and have it kind of be the subject, which leads into another tree that's actually behind y'all, and then that will lead you directly into the waterfall. It's a cool use of leading lines and perspective. And that, my dears, is one of the things that I do love about photography and landscape photography, is you're able to explore and you're able to kind of get shots that you otherwise would not be able to get, and just play around and see, because you've got all the time in the world. I mean, heck, I'm still waiting on, you know, bright light to come in. Even these most recent shots are shot at ISO 320, so I still haven't even had a chance to really play with low ISO yet. And faster shutter speeds. Like, you know, I would love to shoot at like 1/400th of a second right now. It's not bright enough yet. I gotta wait a little bit longer to kind of get brighter before I can do that. Hey guys, I forgot to film an outro while we were there. I just wanted to say thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for doing everything you guys have done. We are up to 97 subscribers as of me filming this video right now. So we are 3 subscribers away from somebody getting a free tripod. Get everyone you know to subscribe, guys. Again, the more you guys can do for this channel, the better it's going to be, the better the content will be, the more I'll be able to do. As far as more hikes, I can do more product reviews, because you guys seem to really love the unboxings and the product reviews. My next video will probably be my 2-month review of the Canon R6, the camera that's filming this right now. So look forward to that, and click that little notification bell thingamajig that they've got going on there. Anyways, y'all, till next time, peace.